title you probably haven't seen before, but, well, it works. It's been a while since I made a vlog. I don't really care that much, and it's because I think we got bigger issues to address today, along with just giving you an update on a bit of what the plan is for some of my channels, because a while back I made a video discussing how I'm taking a break from YouTube, and I almost made it seem like I'm going away forever, and I guess, I don't know, maybe I didn't choose my words quite right in that video, but at the same time, I just wanted to give you an update on how I'm feeling about things, and also address something that honestly has been bothering me for pretty much this whole year. And actually it kind of started last year when I got back from North Carolina, because that's kind of when this really started to go wrong. Yeah, let's just get into it. So I'm going to address the weight problem first, and then I'll talk about plans for the entire network. So obviously, yes, I just said weight, and that is involved here in the title, and it's because I wanted to address that I've been feeling a bit embarrassed about my negative progress on trying to improve my health, because it has really slipped, if I'm being honest. You don't even have to look at me right now to figure this out. Just compare me now, and yeah, this is all jiggly stuff, right? I don't like that it's there, but it is there. Just compare me now to a video from roughly 2-ish years ago is when I think I was at my prime. Just watch any of my videos from about 2, maybe 3 years ago, or sometime around there. Sometime before the North Carolina trip. If you look at me then, I look slender, maybe good looking. I don't know. But I just look at myself in those older videos and I feel embarrassed for what I have become today, and it does kind of contribute to wanting to film, because I got this massive thing in front of me that I'm trying to hide, and while it doesn't look immediately obvious, it's not something completely noticeable at first glance, but I found that in certain angles and in certain shots that I make for various content, like I wanted to revamp the whole corner for the drive set over there, because I've been using the same primary angle before, but I notice it shows my weight increase a lot. It is not giving me the best flattering angle, if I'm being honest. And then I'm noticing the same when I just stand in my corners, when both positions at the drive set and the one position at the gadget set, when I am standing in a corner, it shows my weight, and it is embarrassing, if I'm being honest. I'm laughing at it because I can laugh at it myself. If you happen to have weight problems and you're embarrassed about it, just so you know, I'm not laughing at you. I am laughing at myself for letting myself slip to this position where last I weighed myself, which was actually just a few minutes before recording this video to get you an official number, I weighed myself at 195 pounds. Now, you might think that doesn't sound entirely unreasonable, but here's the problem. I am shorter. I am smaller than the average adult. This is something that throws a lot of people off guard. No, the truth is, I am not a big person. I am 5'8", for reference. I mention this all the time in my drive videos when I give figures for backseat reviews or cargo capacity and such, because I use myself as the metric for cargo capacity. And no, the truth is, I am 5'8". I am actually shorter than the average adult male. Being 5'8" and at 195, almost 200 pounds, that's not particularly where I should be. And to give you guys a reference on where I was a couple years ago, when I looked that slender, when I looked actually that good looking, I was 140 pounds. And honestly, I miss the days when I was 140 pounds, not just because of looks and aesthetics, but I legit actually feel heavier. I feel myself carrying more weight every time I go upstairs, or when I go to bed, I can feel the weight pushing down on the mattress, and I'm not super obese or anything like that nature. It's still noticeable, and I feel a bit embarrassed that I have let myself get to this point. And as of how I got to this point, well, it comes to a few factors. The first obvious one, and I know this for a fact, is I do not work out anywhere near as much as I used to. My day job basically requires me either to stand at a machine or sit at my desk chair programming a machine. Neither of which is physically demanding on my body. On the occasion, there will be times where I need to lift something heavy into a machine. That's assuming that's actually safe for me to lift in the first place. But even then, it's really only for a short burst, and I'm not doing that often enough to the point where I'm getting a proper workout. And so, sure, I might be able to lift 50 pounds, but I don't do that enough. All I do for the most part is I stand at a machine or I'm sitting at my desk programming, and that's what I do at my day job. When I come home, my family expects me to do some work around here, such as our house is heated via wood because all of our other heating methods up here are insanely expensive. It's either wood or oil. And so yes, I do help out with that. I actually have yet to do it this summer, but that's primarily because I've been so busy, be it trying to plan financially or trying to decompress after dealing with a stressful day at work, because I mean, I don't think they give me enough credit for doing what I do there too. There are times where I go home just wanting to rip my hair out of my head. And then obviously here on YouTube is not helping because I just continue to be even more stressed. In fact, that's probably another very important factor as to why I've gained this much weight. I've been stressed. And it's a problem that I've always had my entire life. I'm a stressor. I am a worrier. I hate that I am. I don't know exactly what to do about it. People will tell me I need to tell my brain to shut off, except my brain is not wired the same as everyone else's. I'm a nut job in my own right. But yes, I have been stressed over I'm running out of ideas for content, because what is there to talk about when all the industry wants to talk about is AI, and in the EV industry is a nightmare in itself due to politics, and it's just, I don't know what to do. And so I've stressed over YouTube for the longest time because, as you guys know who've been watching for a long time, I've wanted to make this my dream job. But no, I've been stressing over that for a while. And then obviously being at work, my day job, that doesn't exactly help either, because my job is I have to figure out how to take a print, take a concept, and figure out how to actually make the physical object in a machine. And when things start to go south, when things start to go haywire, be it broken tools, be it scrap parts, and you're running out of material, it's very stressful. For me, the position I'm in, I am very heavily dependent on, not just from my boss's perspective, but also other coworkers. Other coworkers look up to me as, at least where I'm positioned in the company, I'm one of the more experienced people. And that induces more stress on me. And so I try to decompress. So I try to just sit in a chair, and I don't want to do anything because I just want to calm down. I just want to give my brain a break. Just stop thinking for a change. And for me, at least, that is a very difficult task. It's one of the reasons why I have a hard time sleeping at night. My brain does not like to shut off. And so, okay, yeah, I've been going on, yes, I'm stressed. And also, I don't work out as much as I should. I would like to do it more. It's just I keep wanting to decompress. But then the final thing to discuss is, well, also my food choices as of late. I'm an adult now. I make most of my food choices these days, and well, I realize I'm not really that creative when it comes to having a proper palate, because oftentimes I turn to my favorite go-tos that I know are relatively quick and simple to make, which for me, pasta. I'm Italian, okay? I love pasta. And so I'm making a lot of pasta dishes, be it macaroni, be it my signature noodle salad, which, oh, that does have some lunch meat in it. It's not just noodles. It's noodles with mayonnaise and ranch dressing and lunch meat and cheese. Okay, sure, maybe those aren't exactly the best things to cobble together into a salad, but I mean, it's fairly easy for me to make, and I can do it relatively quickly. And if I don't have enough time for making a lunch or that type of thing, then oftentimes I find myself going to Subway. And while Subway is better than going to your typical standard fast food joint like McDonald's or Burger King or you name it, Culver's, take your pick. It's better than all of these burger joints and chicken joints that heavily deep fry everything and heavily process everything. But at the same time, that doesn't necessarily mean Subway chooses the best quality foods that you should be eating either. The bread is not something that you should be eating that frequently, at least. And I've eaten a lot of Subway bread, unfortunately, because there are times where I don't really have enough time to either make myself a lunch because I'm trying to rush to work after a bad night's sleep, or who knows what else the reason is. But yeah, I've been eating a lot of Subway, and they don't have the best quality breads, they don't have the best quality lettuce or black olives or lunch meats. It's often the cheapest stuff they can get because they're a for-profit company, and the cheapest stuff isn't exactly the healthiest either. And even though I've made the attempt to try to find the healthiest fast food I can get for when I need a lunch, it's still ultimately fast food. Fast food is just not good for you, period. And obviously, look at me. And all that stuff aside, then there's the fact that I also kind of like to snack a lot. It's a problem that a lot of people who stress over things have. I do stress eat, and I don't like it. I hate that I do this stuff, but I keep finding myself going back to those old bad habits, and now it's completely ruined me. I don't even like looking at myself on camera anymore. Part of the reason why production slowed down, I mean, coming up with ideas for content is a problem too, and that's the biggest contributor. But the next biggest contributor is I hate seeing myself on camera. I hate going back through that footage and just looking at how much weight I've gained. It's not insignificant, and it's not where I should be. And so I've been wanting to find more ways to work out and get my weight back down, find a way to stabilize my metabolism, get off of stress eating, period, and try to make some better choices that at least find a way to cook them faster and prep them faster, so that way I'm not constantly worrying about time. I was really hoping over the course of this summer I would get more of an opportunity to work out, because something that I personally love doing, I love biking. I legit do. I'm really mad at myself that I have not gotten on my bike as much as I wanted to. If anything, I also learned that I'm having a more difficult time actually getting on my bike because of all this weight. It's not helping. And my weight's not even that bad. I'm noticing it in so many areas, and it's frustrating. It really is. But yeah, I wanted to get on the bike more this summer. I actually kind of wanted to do a e-bike conversion, because there's no way, even if I am in shape, there is no way I am biking up the hills here in Michigan. They're too steep. Everyone has to walk their bikes uphill. And I figured to start commuting into work more, I'd convert my bike into an e-bike. I kind of wanted to do that this summer, though I don't think that's going to happen. So how am I going to address it? I'm not entirely sure. I'm trying to find ways to calm myself down. I'm trying to de-stress my life. That's part of the reason why I left YouTube, because even YouTube was stressing me out, and it's not healthy for me. I'm also trying to find better meal choices. I mean, I don't think I'm picking the worst ones right now. It's just, well, it's still not exactly the best, and even still, I snack way more than I should. So I'm trying to cut down on the eating because I'm not burning the calories. I need to work out, and that's really the biggest way to manage your weight. It's how many calories do you take in versus how many do you burn. And clearly, I take in way more calories than I actually burn them. I need to adjust both of these parameters, and I need to fix the stressing thing, because I know stress also does contribute to your weight. What is the solution to that? I don't know, because my brain does not work in the same way that you guys might think it does for typical people. Combination of ADHD, but it's also other factors too. My brain is just wired up a little differently than what most people expect. But okay, that's the big topic that I wanted to get out of the way. And now I just wanted to provide you guys a little updates on me and my presence on YouTube. About a month and a half ago, I uploaded a video discussing that I was going to take a break from YouTube, and I guess I did kind of choose the wrong words in a sense, but I wasn't entirely wrong when I chose said words. And here's effectively what my plan is right now. Ultimately, there's not a lot of passion I have going on in the industry. I mean, the new iPhones are out, and I'm going to be recording some videos on that. Plus, I just got a new iPhone myself, and so I'll make some content on that. And I have a few other content pieces that I'm in the process of dealing with. Like, I just got an iPhone 8 Plus, for example, and I'd like to get that repaired, so I want to make a video of me repairing my 8 Plus at some point, along with a 5S. It's a 5S that needs a new home button. Maybe I could repair that old 5C that I have. That thing is really really been needing a repair. It's the whole display's cracked, and the home button also didn't work on it either. So yeah, maybe I could repair the 5C too. I got a few electronics repair videos that I want to do. I don't think they'll perform necessarily all that well. It's just something I wanted to try. I thought about getting a GPU for my PC right here that's supposed to be a server. It's just, well, hard drives are expensive, guys. They're not as cheap as you think. And I thought about getting a GPU to do some Mac versus PC comparisons, like video editing or content creation in general, because the truth is, it really doesn't matter what platform you use. You can do content creation on both Mac and PC. I just choose Mac because I am so sick of Windows. But I thought about just doing those comparisons, but in order to do that, I need to first match the performance capabilities between the PC and the Mac, and as of right now, the PC is relying on its integrated graphics, which don't measure up anywhere close to Apple's integrated graphics with their custom silicon. So I have ideas for that channel at least. I've got a lot more content ideas for that. The Drive channel, however, is where I am struggling the most, if I'm being honest. I've got some Stardust content that will be coming up soon. I'll have a road trip edited, going to DC's to meet Tabby for the first time. But then also there's a whole repair saga going on once again with Stardust that is driving me absolutely mad, which I am not looking forward to that build, but it does matter. And then I'm also in the process of searching for a second vehicle to complement Stardust as well, because I found I'm going to be stuck here for a few more years than I hoped for, and if that's the case, then I want to purchase a second vehicle that's more optimized for the winter, because Stardust isn't necessarily that great. But that's at least with my car and what's in my driveway. But in terms of the content that I've really been interested in, EVs, electric vehicles, I've been struggling so much to come up with content regarding that because I am so tired of the politics. I legitimately am. The political association with Elon and the tax credit and all this stuff, I'm just so tired of it. And yet the truth is there's a lot of innovation going on in the EV sector right now, particularly with Mercedes and BMW. They're coming out with their next generation EV platform, and as far as I can tell, it's awesome. And then we got other startups out there too, like Aptera and Tello. I thought about making more content on those. My Aptera video did extremely well, and I would like to make more content on that if I cared more about a two-seater vehicle, which is not practical for me at least, because I do require a vehicle with more than 2 seats in it. But at the same time, it's a weird form factor that is mostly designed for efficiency, and I do love efficiency. It's the biggest reason why I have a hard time getting rid of my car and trading it for something else. I care about fuel economy. I care about fuel efficiency. Same goes for energy efficiency, and that's what Aptera is all about. And then there's the Tello truck. A big frustration I have today is pickup trucks are way too big. And what sucks for me is I'm probably going to be buying one as a winter vehicle because I can't find another one that really fits my needs that isn't ginormous. It's a losing situation for me, but that's what I love about the Tello truck. I love that the whole point of it is fitting mid-size pickup truck capability, or actually also kind of close to full size in a few regards here too, but fitting big truck capability into a smaller package. And maybe not like, we're not talking like 3/4 ton or 1 ton size, we're not talking that capabilities here, but like mid-size and half-ton pickup truck capability into a much smaller form factor. You will not believe how much that excites me, as I really hate how big trucks have gotten. The only reason I have not made a video about Tello yet is because I want to do an interview with one of the people there, be it Drew himself, which I haven't directly spoken with Drew in a long time, but it'd be nice if I could do an interview with Drew, maybe the CEO or something like that. Just, I would love to talk about this vehicle with them. And maybe at some point, because I do have connections to media and such, even though I'm not really a big media outlet, maybe I could fly out or drive out to San Francisco and check out the Tello truck myself. I've wanted to go to San Francisco for many reasons, mostly because of Apple Park and the Fremont factory. That's where a lot of that stuff is actually either designed or manufactured, and I've wanted to tour San Francisco for that reason, and Tello Cielo happens to be based there in the Bay Area. I would love to make content on that truck. I just haven't decided how I wanted to do it. And just in general, I really don't want to talk about electric vehicles when Elon's going to be brought up, or politics, or tax credits. It's hard. The genuine truth is I really want to be testing. Like, I want to drive the cars. I don't want to just talk about them. I want to drive them. I want to experience them. I want to actually show them to you guys. But with a channel my size and with a budget as low as I have, it's a big ask. And honestly, I was kind of disappointed when I finally did get my hands on an electric car for about a week. I rented a Tesla Model 3 in the DC area and I took it on a couple of road trips. I posted my first ever full electric road trip video, and I am very disappointed in how poorly that video performed, especially because you know how much I love talking about EVs, and I wanted to dispel the fear of taking it on a long road trip. It really wasn't a problem. It really wasn't. And so that's where I'm at right now. And as for my other channels, because I should mention that, I mean, the primary ones are the Gadgets and the Drive channel, but as for my other channels, the Beats channel, I've stopped uploading to that for a while because I'm really tired of just re-uploading royalty-free music. I want to make music myself. It's just, I'm trying to figure out the stupid copyright things. It's not as easy as you guys think. Some people will tell me, oh, it's simple, you just gotta do it. Like, no, it's not really all that simple. And so I just want to make sure I'm doing it right. I don't want to have any problems with that, but at the same time, I'm a musician. I'm actually sitting right in front of my music set here. My keyboard is right there. This is the music set. I want to make more music. I wish I had more time to, because it's actually a lot more time consuming of a process than you think. I hope to at some point eventually make some music for that channel where it's not just royalty-free re-uploads, and instead it's actually my work. It's music that I've either written or doing covers and all that. I would love to actually do that. It's just, I need the time. I don't have that type of time right now. The podcast channel is still on hold because I have no guests for that, and for reference, when I talk about podcasts, I am a part of a podcast. It's just not my own podcast. It's the iTunes Fanboy Podcast, ran by Teddy Mager and also co-host Tabby Pears, which is how I met him to begin with. So yeah, if you ever want to see the podcasting content or any of our shenanigans, check out the iTunes Fanboy Podcast. You'll find me there most of the time. There are times where I may not be featured for whatever reason. And the B-roll channel is the B-roll channel. Whenever I have B-roll, I just upload to it. And as for this one, the vlog channel, well, you just got a vlog. The original channel though, yeah, I know I haven't uploaded it to it in a while. I want to fix that at some point, but I don't know. Just these days, it's kind of hard to have fun and decompress, and I wish I had this cool thing called time. I just don't. That's sucks, but that's what happens when you grow up, I guess. But so far, in terms of my plans for all of that, it's basically whenever I have an idea and when I feel passionate enough to actually make it, plus actually having the time, I will make more videos. I'm not abandoning YouTube altogether, it's just I need to slow my pace down. I'm not compromising on quality. I never will compromise on quality. I just can't do it. But at the same time, I need to watch how much time and money I put into all of these channels, because it's cost me a lot, and I really don't want to end up in a situation where I will be stuck living in my parents' attic for the rest of my life because all my money goes towards this and I still haven't made a single penny, which, oh, by the way, the Gadgets channel is now above 800 subscribers. Thank you. That's awesome. Can we get it to 1,000, please? And maybe watch actually more content, because right now the channel is quote-unquote eligible for membership programs. It's just I can't do it because I don't meet the stupid watch time requirements. And I also think one more side note is if there's any news, because most of the time I don't have actually much to interject in terms of my own opinion, I think I might try shorts again. Shorts did not go well for me when I gave it a shot the first time. It mostly just kept recommending my shorts to the wrong audience, and therefore I got constantly dislike bombed, and it negatively even affected my regular normal videos, my long form content. And as a result, I gave up on shorts for that. I might try it again with news. Maybe. I don't know. I'll experiment. That all depends on how much time I have to experiment. That's pretty much all I have to say. I want to fix my weight. There's your update on the channels, and yeah, not much more to discuss other than I gotta edit this already super long video. Thank you for watching. Do me a favor and interact with the stuff below. Also, feel free to check out my Patreon page. I would very much appreciate that. And this is the Random Alpha Vlog, signing out. Bye.